The Champagne d'Argent rabbit is born jet black, and by 6 months, it's turned completely silver. They're commonly called champagne rabbits now, and they're considered a bluish silver. They're very popular for their unique fur, and they're highly prized for that fur and for the amount of meat they produce, which is actually what they were bred for in the first place. Sexy fur is just a side effect. As adults, they run about 16 to 18 inches long, which works out to a little over 2 bananas, or about 5 hedgehogs. Though 5 hedgehogs stacked up wouldn't put up with that for long. The silver doesn't come in all at once. It comes in patterns, and breeders have nicknamed them things like the Batman mask, when it comes in around the eyes like a mask, or clown cheeks, because the spots show up on the cheeks first, or polka dots, or zigzags. Every rabbit's version is different, almost like a fingerprint, but none of it lasts long before the rabbit goes completely silver. Their genes just tell their cells to stop producing pigment, starting around 6 weeks old, and it's complete by 6 months. I think that's one of the weirdest things about these rabbits. You'd expect the color to fade out slowly, but it's more like the body just flips a switch and stops making black. And what's left behind is a white-tipped, bluish fur that reads as silver. That fur was worth real money back when the breed was developed in the 1600s. Most rabbits were selling for 2 or 3 pence a pelt, which would be $2 or $3 today. A champagne pelt sold for 2 or 3 shillings, which would run about $20 to $30 today. Nobody knows for sure who developed them, but the going theory is some monastery raised these rabbits for the meat and sold the pelts on the side, since the records from the 1600s are not detailed enough to confirm it. There's a cousin breed called the Champagne de Crème that was just as popular back then, and for whatever reason, it has mostly died off. There's less than 1,000 of those left, while the Champagne d'Argent stuck around because it's such a good meat rabbit. That meat production is also why these rabbits get called the Black Angus of rabbits. Almost 70% of the animal becomes meat once it's harvested. The kittens grow fast enough that you can get 7 or 8 pounds of meat out of a litter every 6 weeks. And rabbits are already prolific breeders to begin with. In 1912, this breed came over to the Americas, and Americans liked the color but not the fur texture. They wanted something shorter and more velveteen, the kind of fur that springs back when you stroke it the wrong way. So breeders changed the coat a bit once the rabbit got here. It kept the name Champagne d'Argent for a long time, but now it's mostly just called the Champagne rabbit. These rabbits can trace their lineage back 400 years as an existing breed, which puts them in a pretty small club.